respect to market penetration, we're going to also try and get into, because while you're in the marketplace, you need to learn how to network. But sometimes the right kind of people that you're looking for to bring value to your business, they are not located in the normal places, right? So you need to have some sort of access to those high network people. For instance, let me give you an example. Ordinarily, I'm not a member of Ikoyi Club. And ordinarily, I don't even have the money to get into the membership of Ikoyi Club. You and I will know how much membership for Ikoyi Club is. And that is one of the places in Lagos State, in Nigeria, where you have the high networked people. So somebody will be asking, for me to get a passage into such places, how do I break in?
Okay.
Without having money, how do I break in?
First of all, let me say that is the wrong question to ask, because I think that is also what limits a lot of people. You see, when you ask the wrong question, it makes it very cumbersome. The first question you should ask yourself is, what is your own target? Your target is what will determine your direction. Your direction is what will determine your association. Define your target first. Your target is what or where you want to go to, who you need to relate with. Now, I don't have to go to Ikoyi Club to meet anybody, because that's not where my target is. Yes, high network people are there, but that's not where my target is. So when I decide my target will be, I will frame what they call a customer avatar. I will write what I want that person to look like. I will write out what that person should be like, where that person should live, where that person should go to, what kind of thing. Once I have written that avatar, I know what my potential target is. Then I begin to ask myself, how do I connect the dots? Because sometimes you may not get access to that person. If you don't get access, who knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody? That is how you connect the dots. So if for any reason I see somebody is maybe, and I'll give a classic example. Every single one of us is in the religious sector, either as a Christian or a Muslim. Have you connected the dots of the people you are working with? The person that sits beside you in church, your head of department, or even the person that is your subordinate, who is that person related to? Have you been able to taproot that person? Because that is a skill you must learn. Nobody was born, you learn to enter into business. You learn to enter into your marketplace. So you find out who knows who that knows who that knows who. Connect the dots and begin to work that way. That is one. So that skill is called taprooting. Another one is to position yourself where they will see you. Now, if you want to meet high network people, now, one of the things you can do is you go to where they are. Someone like me, if I want to maybe eat now, I will not go to a bukateria. As much as I would like some good amala, and some amala and some brocoton. Yes, you know, something, I would like that, but I can't do that.
Okay.
Yes, I can't do that. So what do I do? Now, someone like me will probably go to a restaurant that I'll pay. Meanwhile, the amala here is only 200 naira, 300 naira. But I'll have to go to a restaurant that I will spend like 4,000 or 5,000 a plate. So what do? I will go to that place that they sell 4,000 a plate and buy a bottle of Coke and sit down there and then buy groundnut. Wait for 40 minutes, but make sure you dress well. And make sure you don't go without your complimentary card. And be quick to compliment the person. Oh, fantastic shoes, sir. Man, these are out of the world. And please brush your mouth, because rich people are interested in the are interested in the soft skills, not the hard skills. They're interested in relating with you. Do you speak their language? Do you understand what they're talking about? So by this time, you go there, you do it once. By the time you go the second time or the third time, everything about you will change. I'll tell you a story. One day, during my period as a bodyguard, I was supposed to pick a VIP at a hotel. So he requested I should be at his hotel for 7 o'clock. Now, because of my duty, I got there by 6 o'clock. I don't want to be late. So I waited till 7 o'clock. Then I called him in his room. He said that I came too early. That when he told me he expected me to come by 8, I said, okay, I'll wait for you. Now, I left my house around 4:30 to go and position myself with the team. And when I got there, I was hungry. So I was there till around 9. And he now called me. He called the reception. So they called me to pick up the phone in a hotel. That was the first few times I'd been to a hotel then. And I told this, he told me that I should go. I said, okay. I looked at the restaurant and the restaurant looked at me. When I got to the restaurant, I looked at it. The glass did not open for me. So I thought the glass had told me that I was not qualified to enter. And all I needed to do was just go one step closer to the door.
The sensor.
Yes. Now, a lot of people are just one step away from their opportunity. So I stood by the door. Since the door did not open, I went back. And I went to call the man. I said, sir, did you say I should eat or I should wait for you? The man said that go and eat. I said, okay, no problem. So I now waited a bit. He said it's coming down. So I now waited. I went to pick him and then we went into the restaurant. When we got into the restaurant, I saw a lot of people eating all sorts, you know. So I was imagining how much they paid because of my small mind. They said I should go and take food. I went to take one piece of yam, then 2 spoons of beans. I didn't want any trouble. So when the man came back, he saw what I was eating. He saw what I was eating and told me, he said, King, why aren't you eating more? I told him, sir, no problem, sir. I'm okay. He said, let me tell you something. He said, King, I am paying 7,000 naira for breakfast.
Oh my God.
That all I eat here, they will collect 7,000. You see that piece of yam and that small beans you took, I will still pay 7,000. So I asked him, sir, what do you want me to do? He said, King, go and eat what you want. I said, eh. So when they were passing with juice, I said, hey, sure, give me. Hey, sure. I mixed everything. You know, when you are a novice, you will mix beans, you will mix salad, you will mix bread here, you wedge this one with pepper soup here, you wedge everything on all sides. I ate to my heart's desire. Why? Because, yes, it's buffet. You go and eat it in buffet. So I ate. Now, so with that, I found out that I'm not different from that person. It was my mind that limited me.
Right.
Now, because I sat there and I saw the man, I knew that I was not different from this successful man. All I needed was to know that I could enter that door like every other human being, that the door was not against me. When I knew the door was not against me, it became better for me. I could appreciate myself. Now, so I now said, if I want to improve my social marketing skill, if I see anybody, I must make sure I dress well. Don't ever go to anywhere that you have the map of East Africa here, sweat, map of West Africa here, because you will always smell wrong. You will smell wrong. And don't go and carry susorobia and rub on your body, this perfume. Even if you have only one shirt, make sure you are clean. Because successful people look at you first before they talk to you. They always. Now, look for where they go to. If there is maybe chambers of commerce meeting, Find out how much do they pay. Sitting fee, 2,000 or 5,000. If it's 5,000, carry that 5,000. Pay for it. Carry 400 complimentary cards. 400. Fill all your pockets. When you enter the meeting, when it is time for networking, share complimentary card, collect their own. They will give you, because that is what they do in those kind of places. They will give you their card. You will give them their own card. What do you do? My name is Lagbaja. I do business. Collect your card. They collect their card. Then immediately you come out, send a text. It was a privilege meeting you today at this event. Once you send them, they will reply you, Bagam, you have confirmed their number. Right. And then begin to build that relationship. You know, offload the relationship you don't need in your life. Offload it. Offload the relationship you don't need. There are people you don't need in your life anymore. They are called excess baggage. Drop them. How do you wake up and your best friend is an Okada driver? How do you wake up and an Agoimbi seller is the person that you are your best gist partner? You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Nobody hates you. The way you see yourself is the way people will see you. I had to change it to change my mindset. I knew I was going somewhere. I knew where I was going to. I had to start connecting with them. On this social media issue, even if you have people that are on social media, send them a message. They may not reply. Send them a message. They will not reply. Send them. Appreciate them. Always target what do they do right. Celebrate them when they do something right. You penetrate them there. My brother. That's how you go.
So these are kind of practicable, straight, you know, nuggets for penetrating the market. You're telling us, right?
Yeah.